Hi friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss about operators in JavaScript. So I sincerely request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. First, let me define what is an operator. An operator is a special symbol used to perform operations on operands. Let's consider that I am taking an expression stating that a plus b. Now, here I can say a and b are the operands. A and b are the operands. The operands will have some value. Between these two operands, if I want to perform the addition, then I can use the plus, which is an operator. Let's consider that a is having the value 10 and b is having the value 5. Between this, I am performing the plus operator. So, a plus b, 10 plus 5, 15 will be coming as an output. So, I can say that an operator is a special symbol used to perform operations on operands. So, here a plus b is a total expression. In this expression, you have two operands and plus is an operator. If you want to perform the subtraction, you can use the operator as minus, which will be useful for you to perform the subtraction between these two operands. JavaScript supports various operators like arithmetic operators, assignment operators, relational or comparison operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, ternary operator, Typeof and Instanceof Operators. Now let me discuss about the arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform arithmetic calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, increment, decrement, and also power of operator. So I can say arithmetic operators are useful for you to perform arithmetic operations. If you want to perform the addition, you can use the plus operator. If you want to perform subtraction, then you can use the minus. If you want to perform the multiplication, then you can use the multiplication operator. So like this, JavaScript supports various arithmetic operators, which is useful for you to perform the arithmetic calculation. Now let me discuss about the arithmetic operators in detail with a program so that it will be clear for you. Let me go to the desktop, Visual Studio, and then I will write the program. So I will take two variables, a and b. So if I want to define any variable in JavaScript, I need to use the keyword either where or let. Here I am using the keyword as where. So I am assigning value 10 to the variable a. So I am defining a variable a and also I am defining another variable b and assigning the value 3 to it. Now if I write console.log and if I say the addition is, and if I use the comma and if I perform a plus b, now what will happen is that in the variable a you have the value 10, in the variable b you have the value 3, so 10 plus 3, 13 will be displayed. Similarly, if you want to perform subtraction, I can write console.log and if I write the difference is, I will use the comma, which is useful for separation, and then if I write, it will be a value is how much 10, b value is how much 3, so 10 minus 3 means you will get the output as 7. Similarly, I will write console.log the product is. So I want to perform the multiplication. So I will write the product is and I will write a into b. Now what is the a value? 10. What is the b value? 3. So 10 into 3 means you will get the output as 30. Similarly, if I write console.log and if I say the division is, okay, and if I write a division b, what is the a value? A value is 10. What is the b value? 3. So 10 by 3 means you will get 3 point so on, okay, 3.333 so on, like that you will get the output. Similarly, if I write console.log the remainder is, and if I write a modulus b, the modulus operator is useful for you to calculate the remainder. If I perform 10 modulus 3, what is the remainder? Because you are dividing 10 by 3, so I can say you will get the remainder as 1 and quotient is 3. Here the modulus operator will give you the remainder only, so it will give the output as 1 for you. Similarly, if I use the power operator, so if I write console.log and then if I say the power operator or the power is, so it is like if I write a power operator b, then it will be a to the power b. What is the a value? 10. What is the b value? 3. So 10 to the power 3 means you will get 1000. So if you want to verify, let me save this program and execute for you. So as I said earlier, you got the addition is 13, the difference is 7, the product is 30, the division is 3.333, so on. The remainder is 1 and the power operator you got the output as 1000. So this is about the arithmetic operators. Apart from that one, in arithmetic operators we have the increment and decrement. In the increment and decrement we have post increment, pre-increment. Similarly we have the pre-decrement and also post-decrement. So let me discuss about the post-decrement and pre-decrement. Similarly we have post-increment and pre-increment operators are there. What is they? Suppose if I say a minus minus, then I can say it is the post decrement. In place of a minus minus, if I write minus minus a, this I can say it is a pre-decrement. Similarly, if I use a plus plus, then I can say it is the post increment, and if I say plus plus a, then I can say it is a pre-increment. What is this one? Let me discuss with a simple example. Let's consider that a value is 5, and if I'm taking b is equal to a plus plus, then what value you will get it as? Here you are doing the post increment. So here you have two operators, one is increment and another one is assignment. As it is a post increment, after assigning you need to increment the value. So first assignment operator will be working. So if you are giving the priority to the assignment operator, it is like b is equal to a. What is the value is there in the variable a? 5. So you b will get the value as 5. After that it will perform a is equal to a plus 1, because you are saying post increment. So first assignment will happen, then increment will work. So a is equal to a plus 1 means what is the a value? 5, and 5 plus 1 means 6. That value will be assigned to the variable a. If you are displaying the value which is there in the variable a and value which is there in the variable b, you will get the output as 6 and 5 respectively. If you want to verify, let me discuss with a simple example. I will consider where a is equal to 5, and if I write b is equal to a plus plus, and then if I am writing console.log the b value, or let me write the a value is, and then I will display the value which is there in the variable a, and similarly I will write console.log the b value is, the b value is, and if I say b, then we will save this program and let me execute it. As I said earlier, the a value is 6, the b value is 5, because you are saying it as a post increment. First the assignment will happen and then increment will work. Similarly, if you want to verify, let me write console.log a plus plus. Lot of people will think that this will give the output as 6. No, it will give the output as 5, because first you are assigning. So to the log method, first you are assigning to the value a. What is the value which is there in the variable a? 5. So it will display the value 5, then it will increment the value. So this program will give the output as 5 for you. Later if you are writing console.log a value, in this case the value 6 will be displayed, because after displaying the a value you are incrementing. So a value is 5, if you are incrementing by 1, a value will be 6. Now you will get the output as 5 and 6. I hope it is clear for you. Now let me discuss about the pre-increment. If I say b is equal to plus a, now I can say this is a pre-increment. If it is a pre-increment, you will give priority to the increment. So first a is equal to a plus 1 will happen. What is the a value? 5. Well, and then you are saying 5 plus 1. So 5 plus 1 is 6. That value you are assigning to the variable a. Then assignment will work. So as it is a pre-increment, first increment will happen. So a value will be incremented by 1. That value will be assigned to the variable b. So you will get the b value also as a 6. If you want to verify, let me display it. Console.log, the a value is. Similarly, I will write console.log, the b value is. Now let me save this program and execute for you. As I said earlier, you got the a value is 6 and also the b value is 6. So that is the difference between the post increment and pre-increment. If it is a post increment, first assignment will work, then increment. If it is a pre-increment, first the increment will happen, then assignment will happen. In place of increment, if I say decrement, it is also same because it is a pre-decrement. So first decrement will happen, then assignment will happen. So it will first perform a is equal to a minus 1. What is the a value? 5. So 5 minus 1 is 4. That value will be assigned to the variable a. After that, b is equal to a will happen. So what is the value is there in the variable a? 4. So b also will get the value 4. If you execute this program, you will get the output as the a value is 4 and b value is also 4. In place of pre-decrement, if I use post decrement, first assignment will happen. If assignment happens, what is the value is there in the variable a? 5. So b will get the value 5 and then decrement will happen. So a is equal to a minus 1 will happen, which is 5 minus 1. So a will get the value 4. If you are displaying the a value and b value, you will get the output as 4 and 5 respectively. If you want to verify, let me execute this program. As I said earlier, you got the a value is 4 and b value is 5. So this is about the post increment, pre-increment, post decrement and pre-decrement. These operators also comes in the category of arithmetic operators in JavaScript. Now let me discuss about the assignment operator. Assignment operator is used to assign a value to the variable. If you observe here, a is equal to 5. Here a is a variable, equal to is an assignment operator and 5 is a numeric literal. So numeric literal 5 you are assigning to the variable a. So this is about the assignment operator, which is useful to assign a value to the variable. So a value is 5 and b value is 4. So 5 plus 4, 9. So that value will be assigned to the variable a. So you will get the output as 9. If you want to observe, let me save this program and execute it. So you got the value as 9. In place of a plus is equal to b, if I write a minus is equal to b, it is nothing but a is equal to a minus b, which is 5 minus 4. That value will be assigned to the variable a. So you a will get the value 1, and if you are displaying the value which is there in the variable a, you will get the output as 1. In place of minus, if I write product operator or multiplication, it is nothing but a is equal to a into b. 5 into 4 means you will get the output as 20. If you want to observe, let me execute it. So as I said earlier, you got the output as 20. Let me increase the complexity. I will write where c is equal to 2, and here I will write a plus is equal to b into c. Then it will be a is equal to a plus, and then you need to perform b into c. So first b into c will happen. What is b value? 4, and what is the c value? 2. So 4 into 2 means you will get 8. That value will be performed addition with the variable a. So what is the value which is there in the variable a? 5. So 5 plus 8 means you will get the output 13. That value will be assigned to the variable a. So a will get the value as 13, and if you are displaying the value which is there in the variable a, you will get the output as 13. If you want to verify, let me execute it. So a plus is equal to b into c means first whatever the right hand side is there, that will be executed and then the value will be added to the variable a. In place of plus, if I write multiplication here and then plus operator, a is equal to a into b plus c. As brackets are there, the high priority will be given to the plus operator. So if I give high priority to the b plus c, what is the value is there in the variable b? 4. What is the value which is there in the variable c? 2. So 4 plus 2, you will get 6. That you have to multiply with the value which is there in the variable a. So 6 into 5 means 30. If you want to verify, let me execute this program. So you got the output as 30. So this is about the assignment operator. The assignment operator is useful to assign a value to the variable. Now let me discuss about the relational or comparison operators. Comparison operators are useful to compare two values and return a boolean value either true or false. Generally we will compare between the persons, right? Whether you are great or me is great. Like that, if you want to compare in JavaScript, you have the relational operators or the comparison operators. So they are useful to compare the two values and return a boolean value either true or false. If your comparison is right, then it will return the boolean value as true. If your comparison is wrong, then it will return the boolean value as false. Let me discuss the relational operators with a program so that it will be clear for you. We have various relational operators like equal, not equal, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, strict equal, strict not equal. Like that we have various relational operators. If I say equal equal, then I can say that it is an equal operator. If I say not equal, then it is not equal operator. If I say less than symbol, then it is less than. If I say less than or equal, this is useful to compare whether a is less than or equal to b, like that. If I say greater than, this is for a symbol or a notation used to represent greater than symbol. You can write greater than or equal to. And similarly we have the strict equal. What is the difference between the equal operator and strict equal operator is the strict equal operator will return true if the operands are equal and of the same time. Suppose let's consider that if I write 2 is equal to 2, which is a numeric string. Here 2 is a numeric value and this 2 is a numeric string, because anything if you enclose in a single quote, then it will be a numeric string. Now 2 is equal to numeric string. In JavaScript it is true. Why? In JavaScript we have two types of type conversions. One is implicit type conversion and explicit type conversion. In implicit type conversion, automatically the type conversion will happen. As you are using the numeric value 2 and a comparison operator with a numeric string, automatically the string will be converted to a numeric value. Then it will be 2 is equal to 2. So 2 is equal to 2 is correct. So it will give the output as true for you. If you are using the strict equal to, like if you say 2 strict equal to numeric string 2, then it will give the output as false for you, because 2 is a numeric type and this one is a string type, so it will return the output as false. So strict equal will return true if the operands are equal and of the same type. It returns false if the operands are equal and of different type. Look at here, 2 is equal to 2, but here 2 is a numeric value and this 2 is a string, so both the data types are different, so that's why it will return the false for you. Let me discuss this concept within program so that it will be clear for you. Let me take where a is equal to some 4 and where b is equal to 5, and I will write console.log, and if I say a is equal to b, and similarly let me write here the equal, I will say the equal operator. I will use comma. Now what is the value which is there in the variable a? 4. What is the value which is there in the variable b? 5. So 4 is equal to 5. No, your comparison is wrong, so it will return the output as false for you. Similarly I will write console.log and I will say not equal, the not equal is, and I will write a not equal to b. What is the value which is there in the variable a? 4. What is the value which is there in the variable b? 5. 4 not equal to 5. Your comparison is correct. 4 is not equal to 5. In that case, it will return the output as true for you. Similarly, I will write console.log and I will say less than. And I will write a less than b. What is the value which is there in the variable a? 4. What is the value which is there in the variable b? 5. 4 is less than 5. It is correct. So it will return the output as true for you. Similarly, let me copy this one and paste it here, and in place of less than I will write less than or equal. If I write a less than or equal to b, it is either a less than b or equal to b. As a is less than b, so I can say it will return the output as true for you. Similarly, let me paste it. In place of less than, if I write greater than, then it will compare whether the a value is greater than b or not. What is the value which is there in the variable a? 4. What is the value which is there in the variable b? 5. Is 4 is greater than 5? No. So it will return the output as false for you. Let me use the greater than or equal. So here I am writing a greater than or equal. What is the a value? 4. What is the b value? 5. Is 4 is greater than 5? No. Is 4 is equal to 5? No. So it will return the output as false for you. So we have discussed about the equal operator, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Similarly, I will write console.log and I will say strict equal. The strict equal operator. So I will say 2 is equal to, I will say 2. Now, as I said earlier, it will compare the values and also their type. Now 2 is a numeric value and this 2 is a string. Now both are not same data type. It will return the output as false for you. Let me copy this one and I will say strict not equal to. Then we will see how it will work. As it is a strict not equal, now they are correct only, right? They are not equal. So it will return the output as true for you. Let me save this program and let me execute it. As I said earlier, the equal operator has written the false, not equal written the true, less than you got the output as true, less than or equal to true, greater than false, greater than or equal to false. The strict equal is given the output as false for you, strict not equal also given the output as true for you. Now let me discuss about the difference between the equal operator and not equal operator. Let me simply write where a is equal to 4 and where b is equal to string literal 4. If you want to verify the type of operator which is there in the variable a and variable b, then you can use the type of. So I can write type of, which is one of the operator, and what variable you want to find the data type. Here I want to find the data type of the variable a. A is having the value 4, so data type of this one will be numeric. If I write console.log and if I say type of b, then you will get the string. If you want to verify, let me save this program and execute for you. So as I said earlier, this type of a, you got the output as numeric. Type of b is a string because you have assigned a string literal to the variable b. Anything if you enclose in a single quote, it will be a string. Now if I simply say console.log a is equal to b, now it will return the output as true for you because you have the implicit type conversion. As you are comparing a numeric literal with a string literal, the string literal will be automatically converted into numeric. Now 4 is equal to 4, so you'll get the output as true for you. In place of equal operator, if you use the strict equal, then it will compare the data type also. As a numeric is not equal to string, it will return the output as false for you. If you want to observe, let me save this program and run it. As I said earlier, you got the output as true and false respectively. I hope you have understood about the comparison operators. Now let me discuss about the logical operators. The logical operators perform logical operations and return either a true or false. So it is useful to perform the logical operations such as logical AND, logical OR, logical NOT. So between the two 2 operands. If you want to perform the logical operations, then you can use the logical operators. JavaScript supports 3 logical operators such as logical AND, logical OR, logical NOT. If you want to represent the logical AND, you need to use this notation. So this is the notation used to represent logical AND, and if you want to represent the logical OR, this is the notation you are supposed to use. Similarly, if you want to represent logical NOT, this is the notation. So JavaScript supports logical AND, logical OR and logical NOT. Now let me discuss about the logical AND with an example. Now let's consider that I'm taking A and B, and let me insert one more column. I will say insert and columns to the right. If I say A logical and B, the A and B will take the logical value, so it can be either true or false. Let me take true and true. Now A and B having the value true and true respectively, so it will give the output as true for you. So the logical AND operator will return the output as true if both the operands having the input as true. If any one of them is false, then you will get the output as false for you. Let me use all the combinations. So I will say true false and then false false and then false true. As I said earlier, if both the inputs are true, then only the logical AND will give the output as true. In the remaining cases, it will give the output as false for you. If you want to observe, let me discuss with a simple example. Let me go to the Visual Studio and I will say console.log true logical AND true. Then you will get the output as true for you. If you want to observe, let me execute this program. As I said earlier, true and true has given the output as true for you. Let me copy this one and paste it. If I write true and false, false and true, and false and false, in all the remaining 3 cases, you will get the output as false. Why? If both the inputs are true, then only the logical AND will give the output as true. Otherwise, it will give the output as false for you. If you want to observe, as I said earlier, we got the output as true, false, false, false. I hope it is clear for you about the logical AND. Now, let me discuss about the logical OR operator. The logical OR operator will return the output as true if any one of the input is true. If you look at this one, you have true and true. So logical OR operator will return the output as true for you. Now true, false. As I said earlier, if any one of the input is true, it will return the output as true for you. So it will give the output as true, and false true. This also will give the output as true for you. If both the inputs are false, then only the logical OR operator will return false for you. If you want to observe, in place of logical AND, let me use the logical OR operator. Now if I execute this program, you will get the output as true here, because true logical OR will give the output as true for you, and true logical OR false means will give the output as true. False logical OR operator true means will give the true. False logical OR false will give the output as false for you. If you want to verify, let me execute this program. As I said earlier, you got the output as true, true, true and false. I hope you have understood about the logical OR operator. Now let me discuss about the logical NOT. It is a negation. If you give the input as true, it will give the output as false. If you give the input as false, it will give the output as true for you. So it is like a negation. If I write it, you can understand. Let me write console.log and I will say not true. What is not true? False only. And similarly, if I write console.log not false. Not false means what? Not false means true only. If you want to verify, let me execute this program. You got the not true means false, not false means true. So I hope you have understood about the logical operators such as logical AND, logical OR, logical NOT. Now let me discuss about the ternary operator or condition operator. It works in the same way as if else. If a particular condition is true, the statements which are there in the if block will be executed. If the if condition is false, the statements which are there in the else block will be executed. In the same way, the JavaScript supports ternary operator. It takes a certain condition and then question mark, you will have the expression 1 and then expression 2. If the condition is true, then expression 1 will be evaluated. If the condition is false, expression 2 will be evaluated. If you want to observe, let me discuss with a simple example. I will take where a is equal to 10 and then where b is equal to 5, and if I say where some c is equal to a greater than b, and then I will say a and then b. Now what it will work is that first it will verify the condition. What is the condition here? A is greater than b. What is the value which is there in the variable a? 10. What is the value which is there in the variable b? 5. 10 is greater than 5. Yes, the condition is true. As I said earlier, if the condition is true, the expression 1 will be executed. So C will get the value which is there in the variable a. What is the value which is there in the variable a? 10. So C will get the value 10. If you say console.log and if you display the value which is there in the variable C, you will get the output as 10 for you. So between a and b, the largest number is a. So you got the output as 10. In place of greater than, I will use the less than. So what is the value which is there in the variable a? 10. And what is the value which is there in the variable b? 5. So 10 is less than 5. No, the condition is false. If the condition is false, then expression 2 will be evaluated. Expression 2 is having the variable b. So nothing but c is equal to b. What is the value which is there in the variable b? 5. So c will get the value as 5. And if you display the value which is there in the variable c, you will get the output as 5. So you will have a certain condition. If the condition is true, expression 1 will be executed, else you will get the output as false. So you will have a certain condition. If the condition is true, expression 1 will be evaluated. If the condition is false, expression 2 will be evaluated. Now let me discuss one more example. I will write where a is equal to 10, where b is equal to 5, and I will write a greater than b, and I will say console.log, and I will say a is bigger or a is the largest number, and then I will say console.log b is the largest number. So what I am doing, I am giving a certain condition. If the condition is true, this expression will be executed. If the condition is false, this expression will be executed. Now look at the condition. What is the condition here? A is greater than b. What is the a value? 10. What is the b value? 5. 10 is greater than 5. So the condition is true. If the condition is true, this expression will be executed. What is this expression? Console.log. So you are displaying certain thing. What you are displaying? A is the largest number. So if you execute this program, you will get the output as a is the largest number. In place of greater than, I will use the less than. Then the condition will be false. I will get the output as b is the largest number. I hope you have understood about the ternary operator. Now let me discuss about the two special operators such as Typeof Operator and Instanceof Operator. Let me discuss about the Typeof Operator. The Typeof Operator is useful to know the type of a variable or type of a literal. If you look at here, a is equal to 10. So equal is an assignment operator and 10 you are assigning to the variable a. 10 is a numeric literal that you are assigning to the variable a. Now the type of the variable a will be a number. If you want to verify, I will write console.log type of variable a. Now you will get the output as number. In place of 10, if I say Ravi, and if I say type of a, now Ravi is what? Is a string. So string you are assigned to the variable a, it will be a string data type. Now if you write type of a, you will get the output as string. So Typeof Operator is useful to know the type of a variable or for a certain literal. Now let me discuss about Instanceof Operator. This operator returns true if the specific object is an instance of given type. else it returns false for you. So it will compare the object type and instance type. If both are same, then it will return the true, else it will return the false for you. Let me discuss about the instance of operator with an example so that it will be clear for you. Let me go to the Visual Studio. I will write where a is equal to new string and I will assign JavaScript to it. So here I am saying new string, so it is a constructor. We are calling the string constructor and assigning string JavaScript to it. And if I say console.log a instance of string, then you can observe whether a is an instance of a string. Yes, so you will get the output as true for you. If you observe, we got the output as true because new string, which is what? Which is a constructor. You are calling a constructor and assigning JavaScript to it. So this is a string type and you are verifying whether it is an instance of string. Yes, it is true. So that's why you'll get the output as true for you. If I remove the new here, then it will be what? It will be a string only. That string you are comparing with the object A. It is false for you. If you want to observe, you got the output as false. Why? Because here it is a string, but earlier it is a constructor. So for a constructor, you are creating an object. So that's why you are getting the output as true earlier, but now you are getting the output as false. So the instance of operator returns true if the specific object is an instance of given type. If you want to observe, let me write where a is equal to new string and I will write JavaScript to it. And similarly, I will write where b is equal to, I will write string and I will say Parnika tutorials. You can observe the difference between these two. I will write console.log a and I will write console.log b. Now let me save this program and execute it for you. So you got the output as JavaScript and Parnika tutorial. So this string is a what? It is a method and this is a constructor. So I hope you have understood the difference between a method, because this is a method which is useful to convert anything to a string type, whereas this one is a constructor. You are calling a constructor and you are creating an object A which is a string type. I hope you have understood about the instance of operator. In this video, I have discussed about the arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, logical operators, ternary operator, and then Typeof operator and instance of operator. We are left with bitwise operators like bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise NOT, left shift, right shift. All these bitwise operators I will discuss in detail in the next video. I hope you have understood what are the concepts I have discussed in this video. If you still have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.